Welcome to Mountain Grove Panther Sports here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. It's Moose bringing you the call live here from Conway, home of the Bears, as the Panthers face off with the Conway Bears. Let's run down your starting lineups for you. It is the Jack McGowan pregame show. For the Panthers, leading off will be Eli Golden, Sam Peterson, Braden Hoy, Trace Harker, Caden Murphy, Taylor Garner, Destin Unger, and Cale Gardner. For Conway, looking at Easton Jones, Brixton Ballou, Jackson Gunner, Mason Miller, Peyton Whitford, Cole Twyman, Gentry Blue, Evan Peters, that is, and Zach Triplett. On the mound for Conway will be Easton Jones. Easton looks to be throwing pretty hard out there. Sam Peterson will start it off for the Panthers as the pitcher, but as we go here straight into the game, not a lot of time for my buddy Jack McGowan as we got started a little late here in Conway. Stepping into the box for the Panthers will be Eli Golden. Big shout out to my buddy Jeremy over at Jack McGowan's. Make sure you stop by and see him as we get set to go here. First pitch on the way from Jones. It's going to be outside for a ball. So, one ball, no strikes goes the count to Golden. Pitch on the way from Jones. That'll be high and away for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes now the count to Eli Golden here in the top of the first inning. Just getting underway here in Conway. There's the pitch, and that's going to be hit to short. Shortstop comes up with it. Here's the throw to first. Got him. One away here as Eli thrown out at first. That'll bring up Sam Peterson, who will take the duties on the mound today for the Panthers. Bats second. Right-handed hitter. Sam Peterson, the senior, steps in to take his cuts now versus Easton Jones. Jones from the windup. Pitch on the way, called strike one. So 0-1 goes the count to Peterson. We're here in the top of the first. Still nothing here. Just getting underway if you're just joining us. Pitch on the way. Called strike two. Looks down at Coach Richardson. See, I told you I'd remember in a few minutes. On the way from Jones, and he takes a golf swing at this one. It looks like it's going to get out of play. We don't have a very good view down the right field line, but he's still stepping in, so I'm sure that it went out of play there. 0-2 the count to Peterson. On the way from Jones. And golfed at that one, called it a foul tip. Protecting the plate there was Peterson and able to just get a piece of it to stay alive. Wind blowing from left to right here at Conway. Flag standing straight out there in center field. Pitch on the way from Jones. That's going to be high for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away here at Conway. Pitch on the way from Jones. That's going to be in the dirt. Spikes it in front of the plate there. Limited picture on the old stream here today, so I only got a view of down the third baseline and out to the pitcher's mound, so if you're watching it, that's the best I can get for you. Pitch on the way from Jones. That's going to be high and away for a ball, and Sam Peterson has worked the count back full here with 1 away. From the windup, Jones with the delivery and fooled him on that one as that was outside, and he took a big swing at it for strike 3, so goes down swinging to Sam Peterson, and there's 2 away, and that's going to bring up Braden Hoy. Hoy will step in. Braden, if you hit a grand slam right now, I guarantee you it'll be on video, buddy. Oh, wait, you got to have runners on for that. Pitch on the way to Hoy, and he hammers that one out to center. It's going to get down. It's going to go all the way to the fence. He's rounding first, digging for second. And he'll have a stand-up double for his first at-bat for the day. That's Braden Hoy, and we get the sword in the base out there for Braden. That's going to bring up Skip Thompson. Skip plays a lot of different positions for Mountain Grove. Third base, pitches, Just wherever you need him, Skip's going to jump in. Thompson steps in to face Easton Jones, and Jones will call for the catcher to come out to the mound. So a short conversation, and the catcher's already headed back. Yeah, I've got inside information over here as the scorekeeper knows all about this team, saying they're changing up the signs there. Pitch on the way from Jones. Ooh, and he gets him swinging on looked like a curveball there. So first pitch strike makes it 0-1 with 2 away here in the top of the first inning for the Panthers. Pitch on the way from Jones, and Skip will take that one high and away. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs here. Jones will check the sign. Comes set on the mound. He'll check on the runner. Pitch on the way. Spikes that one in front of the plate, but Skip fouled it off, it looks like. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Thompson will step back in. Jones will get his sign. Shakes one off. Shakes another off. Got what he wants. Kicks, deals. Outside for a ball. 2-2 count now with 2 outs here in the top of the first for the Panthers. You got Trace Harker waiting on deck. Good Panther crowd out there. Traveled well today. It's funny, they all look like Eskimos out there. I'm sitting in a nice warm booth. We got these big plexi windows in front of us that are radiating heat towards us, so it feels good in the booth. Only 60 degrees out there and windy. Pitch on the way. Oh, way in front of that one for strike 3, and the throw down to first ends this half inning. Panthers go down swinging in this one. We'll send it back to the studio to get a word from our Panther sponsors. When we come back, we'll have the bottom of the first inning for you right here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Sports here on your home of Panther Sports. Tom Gardner stopping by the booth to ask a musical question. Evidently, there's some scratch on the line there, and I think Tom won as he said he was down. So coming up now for the Panthers pitching is Sam Peterson. Leading off for Conway will be the pitcher, Easton Jones. So pitcher on pitcher crime here. First cut, called strike. No. First base umpire said he didn't go around. As Jones took a half cut at it, looked like. Pitch on the way from Peterson. Did swing at that one, no denying it. Makes it a 1-1 count. Jones will step in from the windup. Called a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike now, the count to Jones. Peterson gets his sign, kicks, deals. That's going to be inside, makes him dance for that one. Makes it 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, the count to Jones here in the bottom of the first. No outs. Peterson with the delivery. And that'll be high and tight for ball 4. That's going to send Jones down to first, and Peterson's walked the first batter on. Brixton Blue coming up for Conway.
Shortstop, Brixton Blue.
Plays shortstop for the Bears. He'll step in, bats right, facing off with Sam Peterson. Peterson will check the runner at first, pitch on the way. That's called a strike. Right down the middle. Peterson will get his sign. He'll check the runner and come set. Here's the pitch. Oh, and that's smacked out to center. Dustin Unger lets it get down in front of him. Here's the throw to second, not in time. So base hit there for Blue. Will advance the runner to second. So first and second here with no outs.
Now batting, right fielder, Jackson Gunter.
That's going to bring up the right fielder, Jackson Gunter, for the Bears. So runners on first and second with no outs here. Peterson gets his sign. He'll check the runners at first and second. Checks him again. Here's the pitch. High for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count to Gunner. Pitch on the way. That's going to be hit down the first baseline. Hoy will leg it out over there and take the out at first. I'm sorry.
Now batting, number 35, first baseman, Mason Miller.
Yeah, that was Braden. So Braden will take the out at first himself. Runners at second and third now for the Bears. That's going to bring up number 35, Mason Miller. Bats left-handed. He'll face off with Peterson. Peterson with the delivery. It tips off of Eli's glove but doesn't get far past him. He's able to recover. 1 ball, no strikes to count with 1 out here. In the bottom of the first inning, nothing the score if you're just joining us. Sam Peterson on the mound for the Panthers. Checks the runners with the delivery now. That's a called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count here with 1 out. Or 1-1, sorry. Pitch on the way. That'll be outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now the count. The scorekeeper was faster than I thought. Peterson with the pitch, and he got him golfing at that one. That was way down in the zone. Makes it 2-2. Looked like he could have drove that one 350, 400 yards with a golf club. As Golden will take a trip out to the mound to talk to Peterson, changing up signs, I'm sure. And a slow walk back to the mound and behind the plate for both of them. Peterson resets and gets ready. Not getting what he wants yet, and then time called by the batter. He'll step out. As like Sam was not getting what he wanted from Eli. And stayed there long enough, the batter stepped out. Comes set now, pitch on the way. Called strike 2. Nope, that's strike 3. See, you caught me confused now. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, and that's going to bring up number 23, Peyton Whitford. Whitford's got some pink gloves. Pitch on the way from Peterson. Ooh, a little sweet chin music there, a little high and a little tight for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count here with 2 away in the bottom of the first inning for the Bears. Sam Peterson on the hill for the Panthers with the pitch. That's going to be hit to third, and it's going to bounce off of Skip Thompson's glove and out into left field. That's going to score 1 run. Play at the plate, not in time for the second run. So now a 2-run lead with a runner on first for the Bears. After a hard hit ball to third, heeled off of Skip Thompson's glove and shot out into left field. That's going to bring up number 20, Cole Twyman.
Courtesy running for the Bears, Lucas Freeman.
Freeman will take over at first as a courtesy runner. So runner on first here for the Bears. 2 outs, 2 runs scored here in the bottom of the first for Conway. Twyman steps in. Peterson comes set on the rubber. Pitch on the way. It'll be high and away for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. Runner at first gets a big lead. Peterson checks on him. Pitch on the way. Oh, and he's going to hit Twyman, and that's going to put him on first. So now runners on first and second.
Now that is number 10, Gentry Blue.
That'll bring up Gentry Blue for Conway. He'll step in to face Peterson for the first time today. Runners on first and second. 2 away. 2-0 Bears. Here's the pitch from Peterson. Eli tried to frame that one for him, but nothing doing. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. Sam comes set. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be low and away for ball 2. Control, a little bit of an issue here. For Peterson. Here's the pitch. That's going to be high and tight for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes, the count here with 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Peterson comes set on the mound. Here's the pitch. That's high for ball 4. He'll send him down to first. Loads up the bases for Evan Peters. And that's going to bring Coach Richardson out to have a conversation on the mound. As they do that, we'll send it back to the studio to get a word from our Panther sponsors right here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Mountain Grove Panther Sports here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Peters will step in to face off with Peterson and takes the first pitch ball. Bases loaded here for Peters. We're in the bottom of the first inning. It's 2-0 Bears. Pitch on the way from Peterson after a long conversation on the mound with Coach Richardson. Called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now the count. Sam comes set. Here's the pitch. And it's low and away for a ball. Try to get him to chase there. 2 balls, 1 strike now the count with 2 outs here. Bottom of the first inning. Panthers in the field. Pitch on the way. That's going to be high for a ball. Count goes 3-1. Peterson struggling to get strikes out there. He'll come set. Pitch from Peterson. Called strike. Well, he swung at it. 3 balls, 2 strikes now, count full. Sam will check on the runners. Kicks, deals. And called strike 3 to end the half inning before more damage was done. But not before the Bears score 2 here in the bottom of the first. We head to the top of the second. It'll be the Panthers coming up to bat right here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Mountain Grove Panther Sports here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We start off the top of the second with a first pitch strike to Trace Harker. Pitch on the way. That'll be outside for a ball. He barely missed that one, it looks like. 1-1 count to Trace. Jones on the hill for the Bears. Pitch on the way. He swung at that one for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now, the count to Trace Harker. Jones from the windup. And he'll foul that one off to stay alive there. Count stays 1-2. Jones has been on it so far in this one. Got good velocity. Able to locate. Pitch on the way. That's in the dirt. How to talk about that more and make him mess up more. 2-2. It's right after I say how good he's doing, he throws one in the dirt. Pitch on the way from Jones. That's high and away for ball 3. Count goes full to Trace Harker. Way to battle back there, Trace. Jones from the stretch. And swung at, called strike 3, runs down to first, but thrown out. So 1 away here in the top of the second for the Panthers. That'll bring up Caden Murphy. Murphy batting in the 6th hole for the Panthers. Murphy steps in to take his cuts. Jones from the windup, high and inside for ball 1. Regroup, and here we go again. Pitch on the way, called a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch on the way from Jones. Right down the middle, caught looking for strike 2. Strike 1, I'm sorry. 2 balls, 1 strike. You're killing me. You were looking at your phone, huh? 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Pitch on the way, and he's going to hit that one to short. A little dribbler. Shortstop charges it. Throw to third off the mark, and he's going to be at first. Going to second. Oh, is he going to go to first? Nope. Changes his mind and gets back over to first. He got about a quarter of the way over and said nope and turned right around and went back. Runner on for the Panthers, though, with 1 out.
Now batting number 28, Taylor Garner.
That'll bring up Taylor Garner for the Panthers. Garner steps in for the first time today. Pickoff move to first, not in time. Murphy able to get back. Visited a little bit with his grandpa today, old Dwayne, down there at the pharmacy. Of course, family pharmacy, Mountain Grove Pharmacy. Like to go over there and eat my breakfast. Pitch off, or pick off move, not in time again. Keep doing that. I'm sure that his mom's not going to be real happy with you for having to wash that uniform. Pitch on the way. That's going to be high and away for a ball. Count 1-0 here to Garner. Well, Taylor's grandpa was down there the other day talking to me about baseball. Pitch on the way. Called strike. Count goes 1-1 to Taylor. With one out here in the bottom, or we're in the top of the second inning. Garner steps in. Jones comes set. Pickoff move to first. God, not in time. That's three. It was real close. I think the umpire even thought about it for a second before he called him safe. He's laughing about it out there now. Pickoff move again. Well, he does not want Caden to get a leadoff over there. Pitch on the way from Jones. Runner goes, and the throw is off the mark. I mean, he was probably about 10 feet off the base when he caught that one. So safe at second is Caden Murphy. Count goes 1-2 to Taylor Garner, the DH for today. Jones steps up on the rubber. Gets his sign. And he'll step off. Regroup and try again here. Shakes one off. Shakes two off. Gets the one he wants. He'll check the runner at second. Pitch on the way. And a little late on the swing there is Garner for strike three. Two away here for the Panthers in the top of the second inning. It's going to bring up Destin Unger for the Panthers.
Destin Unger.
Destin steps in to face off with Jones. Jones comes set, checks the runner at second. Pitch on the way, that's high for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes, the count to Destin. Wynn's got the flag whipping out there now. Pitch on the way, he hacked it, that one, called strike. Half swing, but he went around on it, they say. Check swing, that is. 1 ball, 1 strike to count with 2 away. 2-0 Bears if you're just joining us. Jones on the hill for the Bears. He'll check the runner at second. Steps off. And he'll call the catcher out, and they're going to have to talk about it. On deck for the Panthers is Cale Gardner. Cale batting in the 9-hole today. Unger will step back in. We'll try this all over. 1-1 the count to him. He'll check the runner. Here's the pitch. Right down the pipe for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out here in the top of the second inning for the Panthers. 2-0 Bears. Here we go with the pitch from Jones. Just a little bit late on that one, and I hope your car is not parked back there because it's going to be bad. That was a long foul ball over the screen. That got over the bleachers behind us. It's a good thing I parked way over by the school. I know there was a conversation between some Panther parents there when we got here. Pitch on the way. Called a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out here. About where they parked and not being able to get far enough away from the foul lines. It's like, that's why we parked way back there. Jones will get his sign and come set on the rubber. Here's the pitch. That's inside for a ball. 3-2 count Worked it full here. Unger looking for the payoff. The runner on second for the Panthers in Caden Murphy. Jones with the pitch. Called strike three, and that's going to do it for the top of the second inning as the Panthers go down. While looking there, if I could think of what I was trying to say. 2-0 your score. We'll send it back to the studio to get a word from your Panther sponsors right here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Mountain Grove Panther Sports here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. First pitch on the way from Peterson. This one's hit out into center, ranging over for it. Looked like Destin Unger taking it for out number one. That was a hard hit ball by number 14. As our friends from the newspaper join us up here in the booth. How are you, man? Living the dream.
Easton Jones.
That was Zach Triplett that hit that one out to center. Coming up now, top of the lineup for the Bears in Easton Jones. Pitch on the way. It's over his head for ball one. Jones will step in. Peterson gets his sign. From the windup now. Pitch on the way. It's going to be inside for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes, the count to Jones. We're in the bottom of the second inning here. 2-0 Bears. Don't forget, you can watch this one on MG Panther Sports. I'm sorry, we don't do that anymore. That's called a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike now. It's over on YouTube at Mountain Grove Panther Athletics. That's where you can watch it at. Pitch on the way from Peterson. This one's hit hard and high out to right. Ranging back. Did he get it? It doesn't look like he got it. Looked like he got it from here. He's saying he got it. Yep, the umpire says he's out. That was a great play by the right fielder. Man, oh man. Falling down backwards. I think that's Cale Gardner out there in right field. It was acrobatic circus catches, falling down backwards, and he came up with it. I thought for sure that he dropped it, but it looked like he got it from here. But like I said, we don't have the greatest view of the right field line. Pitch on the way from Peterson. That's low and away. Facing off with Bricks and Blue. Takes ball one. Great play out there in right field. Pitch on the way from Peterson. Swung on for strike two. Strike one, I'm sorry. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Pitch on the way from Peterson, and that's low and inside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike now the count. Sam Peterson, the senior, on the hill for the Panthers from the stretch. And that's going to be hit hard and high. That's out center field way, and that's gone. As Bricks and Blue jacks one out to center field, and it got all of it way out there. And that makes it 3-0. He skied that one.
Jackson Gunter.
That'll bring up Jackson Gunter for the Bears. Pitch on the way, and he'll spike that one in front of the plate. Peterson from the windup. That's ball outside. 2 balls, no strikes, the count with the 2 outs here. Pitch on the way from Peterson. That's inside for ball 3. Sam's got to figure something out here. Just having a rough time out there this one so far. He'll come set from the stretch. There you go, strike. Nice strike right down the middle. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Pitch on the way, swung on for a strike. Makes it 3 balls, 2 strikes now, full count. Pitch on the way, and that's inside for ball 4. We'll send him down to first. So a runner on with 2 outs here for the Bears.
Mason Miller.
That'll bring up Mason Miller for the Bears, the left-hander. We're in the bottom of the 2nd inning here. It's 3-0 Bears. Peterson checks on the runner. That'll be high for a ball 1. Checks on the runner at first. Pitch on the way. That'll be outside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. The count to number 35, Mason Miller. The lefty. Pitch on the way, and he's going to spike that one. Runner goes. So runner at second now. 3-0 count. Pitching going to be a little slim today for the Panthers. Not a lot going in relief as we throw ball 4 there. And we'll send him down to first. So runners on first and second now.
Now batting. Hayden Whitford.
That'll bring up Whitford. 2 outs, 2 on. Peterson comes set. Here's the pitch. Low and outside for a ball. Plate discipline key here for the Bears. Not swinging at anything that's not even close. Pitch on the way. That's called strike right down the middle. Hard to get him to chase today. Pitch on the way from Peterson. That's high and inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count with 2 outs here. In the bottom of the 2nd inning, it's 3-0 Bears. Wind's blowing left to right here. Pitch on the way. Flag just standing straight out there in center field. 3-1 the count now, as Peterson will come set. Pitch on the way, and that's ball 4, and walks the bases loaded. I don't know how long Coach Richardson is going to
Now batting. Holt one.
keep going like this before he figures something out. And he'll get a courtesy runner out there at first. 2 outs here, bottom of the 2nd.
Lucas Freeman. Courtesy running for the Bears.
as the batter steps in with the bases juiced. Peterson trying to get himself out of a jam here. Pitch on the way, and that's high and inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. Peterson will get his sign. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be low and away. Eli tried to frame that for him, but not happening. 2-0 count. Peterson with the delivery. And it's outside for a ball. Snap throw down to third, not in time. 3-0 goes the count. Sam's going to bring it home. Pitch on the way. Called strike. 3-1 the count. You know the take was on there with the 3-0 count. Peterson will toe the rubber. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Called strike 2. You know the batter didn't think so as he was ready to sling that bat and head down to first. Full count here. Pitch on the way. Swung on for strike 3, and Peterson will end the inning on a high note there as he left 3 stranded. It's 3-0. Bears lead here. We go to the top of the third. We're sending it back to the studio to get a word from your Panther sponsors right here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Mountain Grove Panther Sports here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Cale Gardner steps in and takes strike 1 from Jones. Pitch on the way. He's going to golf swing at that one, and it's going foul and almost caught by the third baseman, but just over his outstretched glove for a long strike 2. Gardner batting left-handed. He'll step back in to face off with Jones. Gardner swung at for strike 3, and he'll head down to first. The throw from the catcher is in time, and that's one away here for the Panthers. Back to the top of the order, and Eli Golden.
Back to the leadoff batter for the Panthers, Eli Golden.
With 1 out here in the top of the third. 3-0 the score if you're just joining us. Bears lead. Jones has command out there, I'm telling you. Called strike 1 to Golden. He's thrown some good pitches here so far. Pitch on the way, and that's going to be fouled off over the screen for strike 2. 0-2 count to Golden. Pitch on the way from Jones. That's low and inside for a ball. Pitch on the way from Jones, swung at for strike 3, and they go 2 away here in the top of the 3rd.
Now batting, Sam Peterson.
That's going to bring up Sam Peterson for the Panthers. See if he can put one on. Sam will step in. Jones gets his sign, kicks, deals. Swung on, and that's going to be fouled off over the screen. 0-1 count to Sam. Here's the pitch. Swung at. That was low and away outside. Peterson looked like he was trying to take that one yard. 0-2 count now with 2 outs. Jones shakes off the first sign, takes the second one, pitch on the way. Catcher wanted that one, framed it for a full second or two after, but no call there from the umpire. 1-2 count. 2 outs here. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. Pitch on the way, and he's going to hit that one down the 3rd baseline, and it goes foul. Just went foul. Kicked off the base and went to the left instead of the right. If it would have went right, that would have been something, but it did not. 1-2 count for Sam. We'll start it again. Jones from the windup. Oh, got him looking. Got him looking on the curveball. That'll do it for this half inning. They all go down 1-2-3, and we'll send it back to the studio for a word from your Panther sponsors right here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Mountain Grove Panther Sports here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. It's Moose bringing you the call live here from Conway. 3-0 Bears lead here. Going to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Pitch on the way from Peterson, and he hits him. That was number 10, Gentry Blue. And he'll head down to first. First pitch beamed him. That's going to bring up number 8, Evan Peters. Peters will step in. Peterson comes set. Pickoff move to first, not in time. Comes set, and here's the pitch. That'll be outside for ball. 1 or 2 balls, no strikes the count. Sam Peterson comes set, pitch on the way, and that's going to be hit hard out to right. It's going to drop in front of the right fielder, and he overruns it. Runners round in second and third. It's going to be a stand-up double for Peters. He'll advance the runner to third with no outs here. So in trouble already here in the bottom of the third are the Panthers. It's going to bring up number 14, Zach Triplett, bottom of the lineup here for the Bears. He'll step in. Peterson comes set on the rubber. Here's the pitch. It'll be outside for ball one. 1-0 count to Triplett. No outs. Runners on second and third for the Bears. Pitch on the way, and that's going to be hit hard to left. And it's going to get down in front of the left fielder. One runner scores. Play at third, and he got him. No, he did call him safe. Oh, no. The play was here. That's funny. I'm not the only one that saw it. Everybody in the booth said the same thing, but the guy standing right behind him says he's safe. So I thought, and there's Coach Richardson going out to have a word with the umpire. He's going to call the home plate umpire out, and they're going to have a discussion about it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, unless he missed the tag, that's the only thing that could happen there. But he was well ahead of the runner. Nope. After the appeal, they say he's safe. So the run scores, making it 4-0, and you got runners at second and third for the Bears with no outs. Can't catch a break here. Coach Richardson's going to come back out and talk to the home plate umpire. Not sure what he can, or how much more he can argue it. And the home plate umpire sends him away. Sends him away as Coach Richardson makes his way back to the dugout. We'll start again here. Easton Jones, top of the lineup here for the Bears. 4-0 your score. Peterson with a pitch, and that's fouled off. 0-1 count. Runners on second and third for the Bears. Peterson with the pitch. And that's hit hard and high, but it's foul. Very long strike there for Jones. 0-2 the count now. No outs. 2 on. Peterson with the pitch. That's hit hard to center. It's going to get down in front of Unger. 1 run scores. Cut-off throw at second will hold the runner at third. So runners on the corners now for the Bears with a 5-0 lead over the Panthers here in the bottom of the third inning.
Now batting, Brixton Blue.
Eli will step out in front of the plate and set the defense for the Panthers. Steps back. Brixton Blue steps in for the Bears. Sam Peterson will come set. Pitch on the way. Over his head and behind him. For ball one. Pitch on the way. They'll say it's a ball. Sam will check on the runners. Gets his sign. Here's the pitch. Runner goes at second. Snap throw back down to third. They'll say not in time. Two balls, one strike to count. Runners on second and third. Pitch on the way from Peterson. He'll foul that one off. And that hits the top of the press box. Brixton Blue up for the Bears. 2-2 count. 5-0 Bears here in the bottom of the third inning. Here's the pitch from Peterson. That's hit high and out to center. Underneath it is Unger, and he'll make the catch. 1 run scores. One run will score there for the Bears to make it 6-0 with one out here in the bottom of the third inning. Got a runner at second now. And that's going to bring up Jackson Gunner. Sorry. Gunner will step in to face Peterson. Here's the pitch. That's high and away for a ball. Peterson comes set. Here's the pitch. Called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the third. 6-0 Bears if you're just joining us. Don't forget, you can watch this one over on YouTube. Pitch on the way. It's going to get past the catcher, and it's going to advance the runner to third on a pass ball. 2 balls, 1 strike now the count to Gunter. Peterson gets his sign, comes set from the stretch. Ooh, late swing there. Makes it a 2-2 count. It's like he was going to take and then just decided last second to stick it out there, and it was a little too late. Just a bit late. Peterson, pitch on the way. That's hit hard to left, and the left fielder is going to get under it and take it for out number 2. Line drive out there to left. Cale Gardner out there in left now. And he'll make the cut. That's the second one he's made today. Number 35 steps in. Miller takes strike 1. Miller steps in. And a runner on third with 2 away. Pitch on the way. Eli tried to frame that one for him. Nothing doing, though. It's called a ball. 1-1 count. Peterson comes set from the stretch. Strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Comes set. Here's the delivery. In the dirt for a ball. Count goes 2-2. Peterson comes set. Here's the pitch. Spikes that one in front of the plate. Runner comes. Play at the plate, not in time as Eli can't get to the ball fast enough. He had it, but the runner was already home by the time he got there. So makes it 7-0 here in the bottom of the third. Miller steps back in. And Peterson with the delivery. Swung on for strike 3. And that's going to do it for this half inning as we finally get out of it, but not until after the damage was done. 7-0 Bears lead here going to the top of the 4th inning right here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Mountain Grove Panther Sports here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We are in the top of the fourth inning here. 7-0 Bears lead. Coach Richardson out having a conversation with the home plate umpire.
Top of the fourth for the Panthers. Number 11, Braden Huey.
Hoy,
Sorry.
as the PA announcer called him Braden Huey.
Number 11, Braden Boyd.
And Hoy gives, you're welcome, Braden. I corrected him for you, buddy. As Braden steps in to take his cuts, Jones has been lights out here for the Bears. Man, that curveball just it fakes him out. He's got him reaching across the plate over into the other batter's box to swing at it. 0-1 the count to Braden. Don't think I'm ever going to leave missing his grand slam down on the camera. Pitch on the way. Another curveball. Got him faked out for strike two. Here's the pitch. Swung on for strike three. It's 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Down goes Braden Hoy. That's going to bring up number 24 for the Panthers. I don't know, because I don't have him on my roster. I don't know. Ron Schott's going to figure it out, though.
He's not even listed as a sub?
Pitch on the way. Nope, he's not on the sub sheet. So 1-0 count, pitch on the way, and he'll foul that one off. Is that Skip Thompson?
Well, Skip Thompson's supposed to. It says he's number 6.
Yeah. Doesn't happen very often that I don't know who the Panther player is. We see these kids all the time. Pitch on the way. That's called a strike. One ball, 2 strikes to count now. It's supposed to be Skip's spot. It's a pitch on the way. He may have changed his shirt for one reason or another. That'll go foul. May have changed his jersey. As we'll say it, Skipper, anyway. Pitch on the way. Ooh. That curveball is just nasty. Didn't get him reaching on that one, but he wanted it. Starts on the inside and then dives to the outside. Dives to the outside. Pitch on the way. Called a ball. Count goes full. Yeah. Here's the pitch from Jones. And that's going to be smacked to short. Shortstop comes up with it. Throw's going to be in time on the stretch from the first baseman. 2 down for the Panthers. And that will bring up Trace Harker. Yeah, I believe you.
Trace Harker.
You showing me like I thought you were lying or something, Ron. It's great to have the newspaper up here in the booth, I'll tell you what. Trace Harker steps in to take his cuts. 2 down here in the top of the fourth. Bears leading this one 7-0. Panthers got to get the bats going. Jones with the pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Got Caden Murphy on deck. Lineup a little bit changed up here. Caden's been batting in the leadoff spot as that one gets past the catcher and hits the umpire in the mask. Did it hit the batter? Hit Trace and then bounced off and hit the umpire then. So Trace will take his base.
Now batting, Caden Murphy.
And that'll bring up Caden Murphy with a runner on and 2 out. Murphy trotting over to talk to Coach Richardson. And he'll make his way back to the batter's box now. Still waiting for Caden to step in here. And now he will. Murphy awaiting the pitch. On the way. Swung on, fouled it off. Oh, but the catcher picks it up while it's a fair ball and throws it down to first, but it did hit him in the box, so he'll come back. Count goes 0-1. What was that? The warning alarm started going off through the PA system. It was the PA announcer's phone was still plugged in. Well, you scared me for a second there. I thought we were getting some kind of something. 0-1 goes the count with 2 outs here. Jones will get his sign. Pitch on the way in the dirt. That's called the ball. Count goes 1-1. Murphy. Pitch on the way. Swung on for a strike. Runner goes. Throw is not in time. Trace Harker advances to second. Count goes 1-2 to Murphy. Two away here in the top of the 4th inning. Jones comes set. He'll check on the runner. Pitch on the way. And that's strike 3, and that's going to do it for this half inning as they set him down almost in order. Just one runner getting on after being hit by the pitch. 7-0 your score. We go to the bottom of the 4th right here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Mountain Grove Panther Sports here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We have a pitching change as Rusty Deaton will come in for Sam Peterson here in the top of the 4th, or bottom of the 4th, sorry. There's the throw down to second, and we're ready to get underway here. Number 22 will lead it off. 23, sorry. Peyton Whitford. 7-0 score if you're just joining us. Bears have been in command of this one. First pitch from Deaton be inside. 1-0 count. Deaton will come set from the windup and above him and behind him. Going to have to get some control out there. 2-0. Deaton gets his sign. He'll come set on the rubber. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be popped up. Be an infield fly here as Peterson will take that at short. for the first out of the bottom of the fourth inning.
Now batting, Cole Twyman.
That'll bring up Twyman, number 20, for the Bears. Bears have had hot bats here in this one. Deaton will come set. Here's the pitch. And he'll pop this one up. And I believe that that's Cale Gardner out there in left. And he'll range over to left center and take it for out number 2.
Now batting, Gentry Blue.
That'll bring up Gentry Blue. Don't want to give that kid anything he can hit, that's for sure. Time called as a ball made its way from the practice field out there. It looks like a softball. Made its way onto the field. And we'll get set and go again here with 2 outs. Deaton facing off with Blue. Pitch on the way. That'll be outside for ball 1. 1-0 count, 2 down here. Bottom of the fourth. Panthers looking for a quick half inning so they can get back in there and get those bats rattling. Pitch on the way. Called strike. Count goes 1-1 here. Deaton gets his sign. He'll come set now. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low and away for a ball. Count goes 2-1 for Deaton. We'll go again. Here's the pitch. Swung on for strike 2. 2-2 count now. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in the dirt outside. Brings the count full here. Deaton gets his sign. Here we go. Pitch on the way. And that's going to be hit straight at the third baseman. Skip comes up with it. Throw to first will be in time. They go down 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the fourth. And we'll come back with the top of the fifth inning. The Panther top of the fifth inning right here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Mountain Grove Panther Sports here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. It's varsity baseball for you coming from the home of the Bears up here in Conway. Taylor Garner will lead it off for the top of the fifth for the Panthers. Pitch on the way to him, and he fouls it off. Count goes 0-1. We're in the top of the fifth inning. 7-0 Bears lead here. Bats have been quiet for the Panthers in this one. Pitch on the way. It's outside for a ball. Count goes 1-1 to Taylor. Very little base runners for the Panthers in this one. Pitch on the way from Jones. And Taylor will pop this one up. And the shortstop will take it for out number 1 in the fifth inning.
Now batting, Destin
That'll bring up Destin Unger for the Panthers. Destin steps in to take his cuts. First pitch on the way to Unger. Swung on and fouled off. Pitch on the way, and he'll take a hack at that one for strike two. Pitch on the way, that's going to be outside for a ball. Pitch on the way to Unger. That's going to be outside for a ball. Looking at Destin's stats, got a 129 batting average. Pitch on the way. That's going to be in the dirt. Count goes 2-2 with one away here. And he'll walk him. Sends Unger down to first. That's going to bring up Cale Gardner for the Panthers. Gardner bats left-handed. This is and he's batting in the 9-hole today. Visit to the mound from the catcher from Conway, and already sending it back. 7-0 your score here in the top of the 5th inning if you're just joining us. Don't forget you can watch this one on YouTube. MG Panther Sports. Go over there and hit the subscribe button. That way you get an alert every time there's a game for the Panthers. Pickoff move to first. Not in time. Unger speedy over there. Able to get back quickly. Gardner steps in. Pickoff move again to first. Not in time. Unger gets his lead. Jones checks on him. Pitch on the way. Called strike one. 0-1 count to Gardner. I really enjoy talking to his grandpa. I talked to him a little bit before the game. Guy knows a lot about a lot of things. Pitch on the way. Runner goes. Throw to second. Not going to be in time as Unger picks off second base. Count goes 1-1 to Gardner with one away here. I've talked to Grandpa there for about 15 minutes before the game. He has a lot of insight on a lot of what's going on out there. Jones gets his sign. Checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Called strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One of the things he was saying when we were talking to him out there is that you should never go down looking. Jones checks on the runner. Here's the pitch. That's high for a ball. Count goes 2-2 here to Cale. Jones taking a little time to work out there. He'll step off. Gardner will step out now. Said 2 can play at this game. Both back on. Here we go. Comes set. He'll check on Unger. Here's the pitch, and that's high and away for a ball. Count goes 3-2 here. Full count to Gardner as he's worked it full in this one. Jones checks on Unger. Here's the pitch. That's low and inside for a ball, and Cale will take first base. So runners on first and second for the Panthers. This is the most we've had on all day here. Back to the top of the lineup, and Eli Golden will step in. 7-0 score if you're just joining us, and we're going to get time here as coach for the Bears will take a trip out to the mound to visit with Jones. As they do that, we'll send it back to the studio to get a word from your Panther sponsors right here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. All right, the umpire goes out and breaks up the meeting on the mound. We're back here in the 5th inning, the Panther half of the 5th inning. Eli Golden up to bat. He'll step in. Jones. Runners on first and second for the Panthers. Pitch on the way. That's called a strike. 0-1 count to Golden. Jones comes set. He'll check on Unger. Pitch on the way. It's called a ball. Count goes 1-1 with one out here. Runners on first and second for the Panthers. 7-0 your score. Bears lead here. Jones will come set. Pitch on the way, and that's going to get past the catcher. Both runners are going to advance here. So runners on second and third for the Panthers here. Count goes 2-1 to Golden. So runners in scoring position for the Panthers. Peterson on deck. Pitch on the way. That's hit hard in between short. Oh, but the third baseman comes up with it. Throw to first. Not in time. They called him safe. 1 run scores for the Panthers. What a play there. Way to leg it out, Eli Golden. That'll bring up Sam Peterson with 1 away and a runner on third. And a runner on first. Runners on the corners here. Sam Peterson coming up. He's got Braden Hoy following him. Jones has had a pretty good one so far in this one. Starting to fall apart a little bit here in the 5th. Pitch on the way. Sam Peterson went digging for that one for strike 1. No, it is the 5th. Top of the 5th. Pitch on the way. Oh, he steps off. The runner goes. Eli Golden now caught in the pickle. And did he get him? No, he did not. But they got him at second. So now 2 outs as the pitcher just abandoned. I'm not real sure. He stepped off and Eli was going. So caught out at second was Golden for 2 outs here with a runner on third now. And Peterson at the plate. Pitch on the way. And he'll foul that one off. One run scored for the Panthers here. Chance to plate another. Jones kicks, deals, and saws him off. Count goes 0-2. Peterson steps back in. We'll go again. Here's the pitch. Ooh, high and tight for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. The count to Sam. Pitch on the way from Jones, and we'll golf swing at that one and send it out of play. Jones with the delivery. Check swing and fouls that one off. Keeps it alive here, 1-2, 2 away here. Top of the 5th inning, Panthers down by 6 in this one. Conway leads 7-1. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. 2-2 count now. Catcher able to smother it to hold the runner at third. Here's the pitch from Jones. And swung on for strike 3, and that ends the top of the 5th. They strand one, but not before they score one to make it 7-1. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Mountain Grove Panther Sports here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning here. Bears lead it 7-1. Deaton on the mound for the Panthers, coming in relief after 3 innings for Peterson. Going to have, it looks like, is that number 8? Yep. Number 8, Evan Peters, will lead it off for the Bears here. Peters bats in the 8-hole. Right-hander. Got a couple of hits in this one. There's the throw down to second. Peterson has moved over to short, by the way.
Peters leading off the bottom of the 5th for the Bears.
As we get set to go, and that is Skip Thompson wearing the number 24 now. Had everybody faked out when he was batting. Looks like he had to change the jersey for one reason or another. Deaton will get us started here. First pitch on the way. Swung at for strike 1. Looked like he really didn't want to swing at that one, but he did. So 0-1 count to Peters. Deaton comes set. Here's the pitch. And low and away, and it gets past Golden. 1-1 count now. Deaton comes set. Here's the pitch. A dribbler hit down the third baseline, and it rolls foul. Count goes 1-2. So a long walk back to the plate for Peters on a dribbler down the third baseline that rolled foul. Here's the pitch from Deaton. That one was not foul. Right back up the middle. Over to grab it as Sam Peterson makes the throw to first. Stretch from Braden Hoy, and that's out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. That's going to bring up number 14 for the Bears. Zach Triplett. Left-hander steps in. Triplett bats in the 9-hole. First pitch to him, called a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, the count with 1 out. Deaton will come set on the rubber. Here's the pitch. It'll be outside for ball 2. 2-0 goes the count. Deaton with the delivery. That's high and away for ball 3. 3-0 count to Triplett. From the stretch. And steady diet of ball sends him down to first base.
Easton Jones.
So a runner on for the Bears here in the bottom of the 5th, and that brings up Easton Jones. Top of the lineup for the Bears. Bats have been hot for the Bears. They batted through a couple of times already in this one. Deaton came on in relief in the 3rd. Pitch on the way from him. Strike. Ball gets past Eli Golden. The runner advances to second. Oh, 1 count with the runner on second. Deaton checks the runner. Here's the pitch. That's hit hard to third. It's going to get past Skip Thompson. And now it's going to get past the left fielder on an error. And that's going to score a run. And a stand-up double for Easton Jones. And 2 errors for the Panthers. It's going to get past Skip Thompson and then past the left fielder out there. And that'll bring up another blue that you don't want to hit the ball. Which one of them hit the home run? This one? Yeah. He's going to C of O, you said, to play baseball? Yeah, you can see why. Pitch on the way to him, and he'll sky that one out of play, hopefully. It doesn't hit us. Count goes 0-1 to Brixton Blue. Smashed one to center field earlier in the day, and I mean smashed it. Pitch on the way to him. That's called strike. Count goes 0-2. 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bears lead it 8-1. In danger of getting run ruled here, as he'll foul that one off to go stay 0-2. It's 10 after 5, right? He's like, no, it's 10 after 4. But that's not what I meant. That's funny. Having a good time up here in the booth, are we? Pitch on the way from Deaton. Outside for a ball. Count goes 1-2 now to Brixton Blue. He'll step back in. Runner on second for the Bears. Deaton will check on him. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to third. Thompson comes up with this one. Looks the runner back. Out at first. Throw to third. Not in time. Runner is safe. So get the runner at first, but the runner advances to third. So 2 out here in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting, Jackson Gunter.
That's going to bring up Jackson Gunter for Conway. Gunter bats in the 3-hole. He's got a runner on third. Deaton kicks, deals, and fouled it off. Count goes 0-1. Gunner steps in. Deaton will come set now. Checks on his runner at third. Here's the pitch. That's low and away for a ball. Count 1-1. Ron, I've never seen anybody type so furiously before. Pitch on the way. It's going to get past Golden, and a run will score here on a wild pitch. Makes it 9-1. Clears the bases with 2 out. Pitch on the way from Deaton. And that's hit hard to left. Left fielder can't get to it. It gets past him. He rounds first, digging for second, and he'll have a double there as he hit that one all the way to the fence. So a runner in scoring position here for Conway, and they'll get a – oh, no, he's just taking his shin guards over there to his coach. I thought he was going to get a courtesy runner there for a second, but he'll make his way back over to second.
Now batting, Mason Miller.
That'll bring up Mason Miller. Miller will step in to face Deaton, the left-hander. Pitch on the way from Deaton. High for a ball. 1-0 count. Two outs here. 2 outs have been the struggle all day for the Panthers. Pinch on the way. That third out has been elusive. Deaton comes set. Here's the pitch. Ooh, I felt the wind up here from that one. He was trying to walk it off, that's for sure. 2-1 or 2-1 count here with 2 outs. Pitch on the way from Deaton, and he'll pop him up. Gets down the left field line, and it will go foul as the left fielder unable to get to it. Does stay in the park, just can't get there fast enough. So a long strike there, and it count stays 2-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Deaton gets his sign. Here's the pitch. And we'll foul that one off and keep her going. Miller steps in. Deaton comes set. Here's the pitch. He'll hit that one down the first baseline. Hoyle will come up with it. And in the half inning, not before Conway scores 2 to make it 9-1 here. We send it back to the studio when we come back for the top of the 6th inning, right here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Mountain Grove Panther Sports here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Had a lineup change here for the Bears as Gentry Blue will take the mound for the Bears. Easton Jones will move to third, and third baseman will move over to short. Hoy.
Hoy.
Braden Hoy steps in, still getting his name butchered over there from the PA announcer here. He said, I'm a slow learner. Pitch on the way. Hoy swings at this one, sends it out to left, and it's going to get down. Rounds first and decides better and heads back. So Hoy with a base hit to lead us off here in the top of the 6th inning. Got that one on camera for you, buddy. It's not as good as the Grand Slam, I'm sure, but, you know, I do what I can. So Skip will step in, Skip Thompson, to take his cuts. Pickoff move over to first. Not in time. 9-1 the score here. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Panthers are up. Blue with the delivery, and he'll pop him up. It's right behind second base. The shortstop will take it for out number 1. That'll bring up Trace Harker for the Panthers. Harker steps in to face Blue for the first time in this one. From the stretch. And that's a hit back up to the shortstop. Out at second. Throw to first will not be in time. So 2 away here in the top of the 6th for the Panthers. He'll bring up for the Panthers, Caden Murphy. Murphy will step in. Blue will check the runner. Pitch on the way. Called strike 1. So 0-1 goes the count to Murphy with 2 away here. Pitch on the way from Blue. Ooh, that curveball was nasty. Nasty, nasty. Got him out of the box swinging at it. Count goes 0-2. That thing swept from one way to the other. Murphy will step in. Blue gets his sign. He'll check the runner. Comes set on the mound from the stretch. He'll spike that one in front of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count to Caden with 2 away here in the top of the 6th inning. Panthers down in this one, 9-1. Murphy will step in. Blue gets his sign. Here's the delivery. Called a ball. Count goes 2-2. Blue comes set. Here's the pitch. Runner goes and pops him up out in right field, and he'll take it for out number 3. So they go down in order here in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th right here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Mountain Grove Panthers. Conway, we're headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. 9-1 your score. Bears are up in this one.
Leading off bottom of the 6th for the Bears, Peyton Whitford.
It's like Deaton will remain on the mound for the Panthers. Whitford leads it off here for Conway. Mr. Pink Gloves himself. Deaton with the pitch. It's high and behind him. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. I apologize if the camera's a little glitchy there. Running off the hotspot on my phone since Tim dropped the ball. That's all I'm going to say on that one. Good job, Tim. 2 balls, no strikes, the count. Here, pitch on the way. They'll foul it off. Two-one count. Deaton comes set. Here's the pitch. Inside for a ball. Count goes 3-1. Here we go again. Pitch on the way. Inside for ball 4. That'll send him down to first. So a runner on for the Bears here.
Now batting, Cole Twyman.
That'll bring up Twyman.
Courtesy running for the Bears, Lucas Freeman.
Freeman will be the courtesy runner for the Bears. Number 20, Twyman. Pitch on the way to him. He's going to hit that one hard to left. It's way back. And that's all the way to the fence. And then we'll get him to second and third. First base runner had to hold up over there to wait to see if the outfielder was going to catch it. And it happened to just land close enough to the left fielder that he was able to get the throw in time to keep him from going home. So 2 on here, no out. In the bottom of the 6th, 9-1 lead. Pitch on the way. They scored 2 in this one, and it's over. Pitch on, well, no. Now the pitch is on the way. It'll be inside for a ball. That's number 10, Baloo Gentry, now pitching. Here's the pitch from Deaton. That one's hit hard and high out to left. Camping under it is the left fielder, and he'll take it for an out. Here's the throw home. Not in time, and a runner advances to third. So a sac fly brings one in and makes it 10-1. 1 away here, and that'll bring up number 8, Evan Peters. Peters with the chance to end it with a base hit here.
Now batting, Evan Peters.
Deaton comes set. Here's the pitch. Swung on for strike 1. He was swinging all the way there. There was no taking that one, as that was nowhere near the plate, and he just took a whiff at it. Pitch on the way from Deaton, and fouls that one off. Quickly in the hole, 0-2 is Peters with 1 out. Got triplet on deck for the Bears. Pitch on the way, inside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes now, the count. A single will end it. Pitch on the way from Deaton. Tried to frame that one, not happening. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch from Deaton. And that's hit high and hard out to right field. Back is the right fielder. That's going to be a sac fly. And a run will score. And that's the ball game. Run rule. 11-1, your final score here. We're going to send it back to the studio when we come back. We'll have a post-game report brought to you by our friends over at the Grove Family Restaurant. Keep it right here. It's your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99.